Welcome to another channel video. Today, we're going to talk about all the meats that all diabetics have to taste. It's a theme that I see that there are two opposite extremes, people who eat practically nothing and those who eat too much. And what's here is for you to find a balance for a healthy life without complications, even though these recommendations are for people with diabetes. They are also good recommendations for people in general, as meat itself does not produce an increase in blood glucose, but if it is associated with some types of meat, the increase or development of some cardiovascular diseases, among others, mainly associated with red meat. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't eat red meat. Of course not. But the truth is that diabetics are more likely to develop other types of complications because of diabetes itself. And that is why they are advised to be in moderation with this kind of meat. And that is that in this video I want to eliminate doubts about the meats and offer them the most recommended meats and how they should be consumed so as not to have complications in the future. The recommended meat on the diabetic menu should be fish, chicken, veal, turkey, beef, adult, rabbit and occasionally pork. It is clear that meat must be completely fat-free and it is advisable that red meat should only be consumed about 4 times a month, that is once a week or at most twice a month. What is highly recommended is fish. It is one of the most suitable foods for people with diabetes. The emphasis should be on eating a lot of fish and more if they are white or blue. It is recommended to consume a minimum of fish 3 or 4 times a week. It is well known that people who do not take good care of themselves and have diabetes can have long-term complications such as heart attacks, blindness, kidney failure, neurological damage, and even lower limb amputations. With this, I do not want to suggest that you eliminate all that is good for you, those who like to eat, but that you have to balance the diet and enrich it with what is healthy. Add that there are many whole grains, fruits, vegetables and white meats. As I said, like fish or chicken. Also increase consumption of what are healthy oils, like olive oil. And as for dairy, always consume them with little fat. This reduces the risk of developing long-term complications and also maintains a healthy weight that is recommended. It is also very important to reduce the consumption of salt as well as canned foods, which are very full of preservatives. And why not increase the level of exercise? One of the main recommended meats is chicken. It is one of the best meats we can include in our diet. It is a meat rich in vitamin B, helps transform fats, proteins and carbohydrates into energy, and this helps fight fatigue. It is a meat with a very low calorie intake, so we have too much freedom to eat in quantities without fear that we will get fat. Among the chicken meats, the most recommended part is the breast, since it is the part that has less fat. And of course, remember that you should always eat it without skin, even if you will use it should be without skin, because this part has a high lipid content. Second is veal. Veal is very beneficial for generating new cells. Nevertheless, you should remember that red meat was not the best for people with diabetes, so it is very important that you consume it from time to time and sparingly, choosing cuts that have very little fat, or, that are lean meats like the ball, a skirt or viste, and never buy those that have sticky consistency, because it means that they contain too much fat. Another highly recommended meat is sardines. It has a high content of vitamin B, calcium, iron, proteins and very important omega-3 fatty acids. These components are essential for the proper functioning of the body, and above this its caloric contribution is very low, so it is ideal to combat overweight. And this is very important in people with diabetes, as well as being an easy food to digest and help us strengthen our cardiovascular system and reduce the bad cholesterol rate in our body. There are other very rich fish too that we can eat, as are the catfish, the jetty, the salmon, among others many fish. Can we also eat pork? Of course, but we should look for cuts that contain less fat and eat them in moderate amounts. We should know that we should eat once or twice a week only the red meat in the letter that will be coming out here above. There is no need to eliminate everything that is pleasant to the palate, just balance the diet and enrich it with more whole grains, fruits, vegetables and white meats. We also made a video of the best fruits for diabetics, which we're going to leave on one of the cards that appear up here. The solution is simply to control the consumption of red meat and try to replace it with healthier meats such as chicken or other poultry and fish in general. This recommendation is not only for people with diabetes. It is not about isolating diabetics or not eating meat from them. So if you liked it, share this video with people you know who are suffering from diabetes and with people you think can help them. This information also. Subscribe to our channel if it seems important to you the information we offer here, and leave us a good like to know that you like this type of content. See you in a next video. Here's today's video. I hope it was interesting. You will eat these foods, because I guarantee you have them at home. You will eat them every morning and it will help you to not have such high diabetes. Simple and easy. You will see that this will make a big difference in time. You eat every morning. Remember that this is not the definitive cure. The great solution for diabetes you will find in the description of this video. The method that is revolutionizing the problems of those suffering from diabetes. Because the pharmaceutical industry and the professionals in the field don't want you to know this, because they make millions in the life of these damn drugs, they don't cure you. Therefore, if you suffer from this disease, click here on the description link and you will know the revolutionary method. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really have this diabetes problem, click on the link below to learn more. I appreciate your participation. Leave the like and sign up on the channel.